Okay, welcome to this first tutorial that I'm going to be doing using something called Python. Python is a programming language which is used quite a lot in various workplaces, and it's used a lot in education, especially for GCSE computing. Now, the latest version of Python, which has been released a few days ago, is 3.6, which is the one I'm going to be using in these demos. Everything that I go through in the later versions should work in the earlier versions, although there has been a little bit of there's trouble converting code from the really early versions. However, a lot of the stuff I'm going to be going through is fairly basic and simple, so it'll port either way. The good thing with Python is it's a pretty nice shell language in that you've got a shell here, and if I wanted to write the script, if I go File, New, I've got an area here which will allow me to write a script. Now I'm going to start off in this first instance as putting something very basic in, such as hello world. We normally start programming languages off with the word hello world, so why change the habit of a lifetime? If I wanted a message to appear, I'd use a command called print. And as soon as I've typed that, you can probably see it's turned purple. Now that is a reserved function which obviously it says print, so what will happen is when I open brackets and open speech marks, I can type the words hello world. Now what you'll notice is this hello world will go green. The reason for that is it's telling me it's a piece of text, so it'll essentially say anything that I type between these two points. The brackets I tend to put in as obviously I've used the print command, so I want brackets around that, and when I run this, run and then run module, it'll ask me to save it. Now I'm just going to click OK and going to call it hello world, and what it'll do is it runs my little program here. Now as you can see, I've got hello world, and that's all this program will do. Now if I wanted to copy this a few times, I've got hello world there 3 times. I can run and run module, and you can see hello world, hello world, hello world. Now there are more intelligent ways of doing that, but that's just to illustrate a point. What Python does is it runs it line by line, and as you can see there, I've got hello world coming up a few times. Now one of the really good things with Python is that you can use dynamic variables. Now what I mean by that is I can make a variable, say name, and I can give name, or use name rather, straight away. So I'm going to say name is Dave. Now I've just made a variable there called name, and I've given it, assigned it the text Dave. Now this may throw up an error. What I want to do is I want to say hello and then name. So what I'm basically doing is now I am basically saying hello and then comma using this variable. Now when I run this, save it, it's going to say hang on, name is not defined. The reason for that is it knows this is what we call a string, so it knows this is text. So what I should really do is put it inside speech marks. Now when I run this again, if I go file, run module, click OK, it comes up hello Dave. So that works pretty well. Capital there. Lovely. Now that's all very well and good, but what happens if I want to make a program which says what's your name? What I can do very easily, I'm still going to use this name, but I'm going to use another function called input, and what is your name? So what will happen is, made a mistake there, forgot to close these speech marks. What will happen is I'll have a prompt which will come up and ask me now what my name is, and then it should say hello on whatever I type in. So let's run that. So lovely, it says what is your name, so I'm going to put Dave the Rave and press enter, and it says hello Dave the Rave. So it's a very simple nice, easy to use programming language. We can make variables very quickly, we can have inputs, and we can do print functions very seamlessly. Hope you enjoyed this first video. If you do, please subscribe, and I'll be doing more things later.